Welcome to this YouTube channel. In this video we are going to talk about top 10 creepiest things found underwater. So before starting this video, like this video, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates. There are many things in this world that we do not understand, and even the things we do understand are not always entirely comprehended. Due to the fact that water covers a large portion of our world, it is one of the most fascinating regions on the planet. We can only dive to a certain depth, which means we are continually uncovering new things beneath the surface, as we attempt to map it all out. We've produced a list of the most incredible artifacts ever discovered underwater, followed by a look at what washed up on the beach. Rather than delving below the surface in search of that substance, the tides must bring it to us, bringing it to the surface for all to witness. Therefore, we believe it is past time for us to get down to business, and examine some of the creatures that have been hiding beneath the surface, as well as those that have made their way onto land. Let us begin the celebration. Number 10. A German U-boat. The German U-boat SMU-118 washed up on the beach near Hastings. Attempts to refloat it and destroy it with a French destroyer were completely unsuccessful. Only humans believe they can save something by shooting it with a somewhat larger weapon. It's such a shame that this true glimpse of a moment, that so many of us will never see, was broken. Number 9. Washed ashore, an abandoned boat. This image should serve as a reminder to the rest of us to exercise caution when taking control of a vehicle. In 2016, a disabled yacht was spotted on Palm Beach's shoreline. The owner was under the influence of alcohol when he ran aground. While we may feel unstoppable out on the water, it's critical to remember that we are not. Number 8. Washed ashore, whale vomit. A British man was offered €50,000 for a stinking rock spotted on the beach by his dog. Ambergris, or whale vomit, was the smelly rock. We've never claimed to be fashion or cosmetics gurus, but this is a whole new level. True or false, whale vomit is regularly used in the production of high-end perfumes. Number 7. Washed ashore, rubber ducks. 25 years ago, about 30,000 rubber ducks perished at sea. They've traveled to Hawaii, the United Kingdom, South Africa, and even the polar regions. Isn't it incredible to consider that these creatures may spend an extended period of time at sea before being discovered by humans? Consider the distance they traveled, the sights and sounds they encountered, and, in a less literal sense, the sights they saw. Number 6. Washed ashore, Harley Davidson. A Japanese man was taken aback when he discovered that his Harley Davidson motorcycle had washed up in Colombia 5,000 miles away, after being lost in the 2011 tsunami. This is the type of story that teaches folks that anything they've misplaced may turn up. While it is no longer working, there is no way this Japanese man was not taken aback, as it came to rest on the ground. Number 5. Washed ashore, giant Lego people. Giant Lego men have washed up on beaches worldwide, including Florida, Brighton, Japan, and the Netherlands, courtesy to guerrilla artist Ego Leonard. There are no boundaries to what artists will do anywhere in the globe to put something out there that they believe is valuable. While it may mean little to us at the moment, there is something to be said for physically entering something like this. Number 4. Washed ashore, a piano. Whatever falls into the sea, regardless of its size or shape, will ultimately make its way to the beach. Unbeknownst to the authorities, a piano washed ashore on the shores of the Brooklyn Bridge. It was still in good condition, but it was inoperable and no one knew how it got there. It's astounding that no one knows where it originated. Who in their right mind would deliberately throw a whole piano into a river? Number 3. The lost Mahabalipuram pagodas. This piece serves as a timely reminder that nature almost always triumphs, regardless of how much work we put into our structures. After a tsunami ravaged India's coast in 2005, artifacts from an ancient city believed to be part of the lost Mahabalipuram pagodas were unearthed. The structures and artifacts are believed to be remnants of a once thriving port city that was submerged. It's exciting to consider the possibility that the structures we build now will be lost to the elements in years to come. Number 2. The diving bell spider. The diving bell spider creates a bubble around its body, trapping air inside, and allowing it to breathe for extended periods of time underwater, similar to the mechanisms utilized by humans prior to diving gear. Unlike most other spiders, these small spiders spend their whole lives underwater. Others will alternate between the two throughout their lifetimes, while others have evolved to spend their entire lives underwater. It's astounding. Number 1. Atlantic Ocean manganese nodules. Manganese nodules are found in all seas. however it was previously believed that the Pacific Ocean had the most. German scientists, however, discovered an unexpectedly enormous undersea field of them in the Atlantic Ocean. Not just man-made structures can be found beneath the water's surface. It's always fascinating when nature throws us something that causes us to rethink our preconceived notions about the world. Here are some further examples. Engines for the Apollo 11 mission. The Saturn V rocket engines that launched Neil Armstrong and his crew into orbit on the Apollo 11 mission have been discovered 14,000 feet beneath the surface of the water off the Florida coast. It is vital that we keep this in mind at all times, as humans have an uncanny ability to forget about the rubbish they create. We're overjoyed that the engines that separated off this well-known rocket have been located. Titanic. It's incredible how long it took to locate one of the most renowned ships in history. The Titanic would not be discovered until 1985 by Robert Ballard, a former Navy captain and oceanographer. The sunken ship discovery was one of the most significant in archaeology history, offering new details about what occurred that fateful day. As with past archaeological discoveries, the Titanic was able to offer an increasing amount of information about what occurred on the fateful day it sank. On the shore, ice boulders washed up. Snowballs are frequently believed to form primarily when a human comes into contact with snow, but this is not the case. A beach in Siberia was once completely covered in snowballs, as a result of a unique natural phenomenon generated by the tides, wind, and other variables. To think, the natural world may be capable of building snowmen in the same way that humans do when the lovely white stuff falls suddenly. Crack of Silfra. Silfra crack scuba diving places you in the center of two continents. The water down there is likewise crystal clear due to the cold temperatures and subsurface lava. There are certain feats in life that only a select few will attempt, and swimming between two continents is one of them. Anyone who has the chance to swim in these gorgeous blue waters, in our opinion, should never pass it up. Vass's shipwreck. The Vasa, constructed in 1625, set out on her maiden voyage but sank not far from the dock. Strong winds blew her over and she soon drowned. Archaeologists retrieved the ship, which is currently displayed in its own museum in Sweden. While it is unfortunate that this ship sank, it is wonderful that it was discovered underwater and is now on exhibit in a museum for public viewing. The Ice Finger of Doomsday. Almost every item on this list provides a glimpse of human creativity being outdone by water. On the other hand, this is a rare circumstance. The Ice Finger of Doom, which resembles a tornado, is actually a descending underwater icicle. When it hits the bottom, it freezes everything it comes into contact with. We must never lose sight of the fact that, regardless of our feeling that we have prevailed over nature, there will always be factors conspiring to pull us down. What do you think about this video? Do let us know down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.